None of the stop faces on this Esty Style O were original. They were replaced with aftermarket stop faces that were much too small and not correct. So we're going to make all new ones. The first step is to find an Old English font, of which there are many on the internet available for free. I used a regular word processing software on the computer by drawing circles 7/8 of an inch in diameter and putting the text in each circle. Okay, so I printed this out on the thickest cardstock I can use on my printer. In my case, my printer bottom feeds and has to turn a corner, and so I can't print on real thick stuff. Your printer might be different, but I want it thicker than this, so I'm going to put it on some thicker cardboard, just stuff from the back of a paper tablet, like that, and I'm going to use double-sided carpet tape, which may not last 100 years, but somehow I'll live through that. The hard thing on the carpet tape, of course, is getting the paper to come off from the adhesive. Lucky day today. Now the other thing we're going to do is this paper, we don't want it to show signs of finger crud over the years, so we're going to use some matte finish transparent film. You often see this as shelf liner material. I bought this on Amazon. Get a big roll, it lasts forever. And once again, this is hard to peel off. So once you peel it off, put it down. This gives a nice matte finish, protects the paper from oils from your fingers, wetness, whatever. And again, this material may not last 100 years, but it'll probably outlast my life, so we're good for that. Make sure you get all the air bubbles out, and then all you have to do is carefully cut them out. I tend to use magnifiers and so that I get a very precise cut. Some people might have a punch that's the right size, but once you get those done, just cut them out, and we'll go on to the next step. So here they are, all cut out and ready to be glued onto the stop knobs using hide glue. This Story and Clark organ was missing 3 stop faces, so we're going to make 3 new ones from the letters on the other stop knobs. We'll clean the other stop knobs and take close-up photos of each one of them. Then using Photoshop or other photo editing software, we'll turn it to black and white, get good contrast, and crop it to an exact square right at the edges of the stop face. Okay, this is how I edit things on my tablet. This is Apple iPad with a pencil. I'm taking a camera view of this, which isn't ideal, but it's the only way you can see the pen and what the pen is doing. I'm using a program called Procreate, which is about $10 on the App Store. Great program for editing photos, drawing things, and so forth. And I've imported that photo of the stop label, and first thing you want to do is select just the word, or in some cases you'll be just selecting letters, copying from other stop faces, and do copy paste, and it puts it on a new layer. Now I can hide the original, and that's what we're going to be working on. Add a new layer, which is just going to be what I'm going to be drawing on now to keep that separate from the other layer. And now I can draw on the tablet here. The nice thing about this program is if you have a crooked line and you hold it for a bit, it will make it straight. And then you can edit that and move the endpoints around, which is a nice feature. I'm going to change the color to red so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. And just take an outline each one of these, hold it, it snaps straight. Hold it, it snaps straight. You can do the same thing with a rectangle or any shape. Hold it, it snaps. Drag the color over, fill that in, and it doesn't take long to draw your entire letters. I'm going to go to one that's completed so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. Once you've got it just the way you want, you can change all those letters back to black. Simply drag and drop black onto them. And there's a couple other things we need to do. We need to change the background color to something other than pure white. So we'll choose some color like an ivory color. And then we need to scale it, crop and resize. I'm going to change the settings to 1000 pixels per inch and change it to 875 pixels, which is 0.875 by 0.875. Done. Save that. And then I can export that back to my computer. Share it as a JPEG to, let's say, my computer, and then we can print it out on the computer, or we can print it out directly from here. So that's how we edit letters using Procreate on a Mac, on an iPad. For the dulcet stop face, I had to cut individual letters from several of the other stop faces and combine them together. And here's the finished result. On this Karn organ, I was missing the knee swell label. I noticed that Ronnie Jancy had a close-up photo of his knee swell lever on his website. Even though it was a low-resolution photo, I was able to do the same process. I purposely made the letters a little bit lighter to match the other labels on the instrument. And here's the finished result.